Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 6 of Arcane. We're rounding out the second third, and I know that there is another third that happens, and normally the third episode of each section is a banger, but it could be amazing things happen or it could be devastating things happen, and I don't know if I'm prepared for either, really. I just know that like this show knows how to bring out emotions in me that I wasn't aware it could, it would, and it's very therapeutic. I'm really, I don't want to say enjoying the process of watching it and connecting with the characters, but like I project a lot of my stuff onto them and I absorb a lot of the stuff that's happening to them with empathy and sympathy, with inside of myself. So I don't want to say therapeutic, but therapeutic. I actually had therapy yesterday and told my therapist all about Arcane and all about what it made me feel, but also what it's making others feel. And your stories mean the world to me. Everyone reaching out and sharing something that happened to them, whether it was traumatic or just situational, but like definitely when you see something in front of you happen, even though it's in animation, and you're able to empathize or, like I said, project yourself onto that character a little bit, you're able to kind of take on that feeling of what they're going through. And that's the reason why movies and television are so great because of how they make us feel. And I have loved the Instagram messages and the comments that I'm able to read. I've thoroughly enjoyed that interaction. I'm not a great therapist myself. Like it's hard for me to know the right thing to say, but damn do I appreciate it. I appreciate you feeling open and safe with me and that you can trust me with that. This is a safe place for you. At least that's what I try to make it be. So last time, and I'll tell you, I rewatched episode five's reaction because I do that just to make sure like that it looks good. But I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable with Mel and Jace's relationship moving in the direction that it did because for some reason I really thought Mel was older than Jace, like by a lot, and that he was like 16, 17 when they met. I have now since found out that that is incorrect. I think I thought she was older because she was kind of already an authority figure, and he was not. So now that they're kind of more even, they're more equal in their relationship, it kind of makes more sense that now she would, find him attractive. But it was just for me kind of odd in the moment. But now I know that they're legit, like it's a good age for them to do whatever they want to do. They're full grown adults. But the science and the baby making mixed together was just like I was like so enthralled, and then I was like whoa, and then I was enthralled and I was like whoa. So that like entertainment wise, like it made me like laugh because it would take me out of the moment, but then like I was in a different moment. It wasn't like I was just like get this out of there. It was just like I don't know how to feel right now. I want to know if that is still a manipulation because I thought from the beginning that she was fairly manipulative for her own gains, whether it was financial or political, but she seems to be puppeteering a lot, volunteering him to be on the council, pushing him to make all these moves politically, and then, prowess. I mean, he's but a man, right? She's but a woman and they both have needs. Why not? I just want to know if there's real feelings there and just not that I'm protective of Jace, but I'm protective of the hex tech, and I don't want him to be manipulated. So then bad things happen hex tech wise. Although I do like that she's more about progress than she is about living in the old ways, where we see Heimerdinger still kind of living in that reality of there's plenty of time, and there is plenty of time when you're 300 years old, and 10 years is a blip on your radar. 10 years to these people, it's a long time. So I'm hoping that she just wants to push things forward and she cares about Jace. Victor is apparently dying. Um, his blood mixing with the hex tech while the baby making scene was happening, and I don't know if they were making a baby, but I'm saying that because I feel like they were. I feel like they were making a genetic baby, and then I feel like the hex tech in the blood was forming something else, and it was showing creation. I believe personally, in my opinion, that's what I got from the imagery. And I want to know what happens now with that because I feel like it's Victor's blood, so that should help him, right? That should help with his illness. I'm holding on to hope that we can save Victor. It's the third episode in the second act. Who knows? Victor might blow up or become magic in the ether, or I don't know. He could just die. All of it is sad to me. I like Victor. I empathize with Victor, but he's the one that feels like this need to really make it work. And it's, again, not for political gain or financial gain, but like he said several times, that it was for the people, to help those who can't help themselves or to help those who are in need, which I think is one of the reasons why I adore him so much, is because he never says it's for him and to cure something on him, even though he's sick and he's crippled and, he's at a disadvantage, it seems, through the entire show. And he wants to help everyone, not just topsiders, which, of course, that's Mel's perspective. He genuinely wants to help everyone. And then he owes Miss Young a walk home. I don't know if he really does or doesn't. I don't know if he even likes her, but like, I want him to be happy, even if it's for a good night kiss, a good night lay. I don't know. I would like for him to have a moment before he dies where like he's just like, oh, love, wonderful. Kate frees Vi legally, and is headed into the underground, into the nation of Zon, into the lanes, a place that she's not very familiar with. And I'm excited for her for that because, like, all she wants is a different experience than what she's always had. She doesn't like that she's always been given things. And even her with the shooting match against Grayson, Grayson said, you deserved it, and essentially gave her the win. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want people to help her when she doesn't ask for it. Jace giving her the position on, or for security for the council, or even her parents talking to the sheriff about keeping her safe, and she doesn't want help that isn't needed. It's insulting. It's very condescending for someone to assume that you need something you don't. And she's been craving something different. She wants something different. She's found something different. Because now with her and Vi, like she goes to the parlor and she's not accustomed to that lifestyle, but you see her kind of ease into it and fit in. And I don't know if she got the information that she needed, but I think she learned something about herself. And then also, Vi kept calling her Cupcake and telling her she was sweet and that she's hot. That would work for me. I'm not that easy, but still, it would work. It would work. It would work. Here's the thing: I don't think Vi would have to work that hard for me. TMI. My dad watches this. Sorry, Dad. And then Vi apparently was in jail without any reasoning. Like there was no arrest record. There was no reason why she was there. There's no sentence that was given to her as to how long she was going to even be there. Um, Marcus, he needed a body to be thrown in jail to make an example of. But apparently, Vi's getting beat up all the time, which let's say she's not getting beat up. She has to defend herself because she's an ass kicker. She can handle it. I don't want her to have to handle it, but even the guy that runs the jail is like, you want us to take care of her, and immediately went to violence. So she's happy to help Kate. If she can stretch her legs a little bit, get some sunshine on her face, and not be in jail anymore, she'll take Kate anywhere she asks. The imagery of her parkouring through the lanes was absolutely gorgeous. She looked free. She was free. But she also sees how Silco has taken over everything. And especially at the last drop, like Vander was necessary to keep things from going sideways. But also, I feel like Vander was stopping advancement. Vander is not without flaws and faults. Obviously, before he became the Vander we know, like he was possibly a very disturbed individual, or a very dark individual, because I'm sure he led with violence, because look at how he treated Silco. So again, Vander is not without fault and he is not perfect, but he did have a little bit of the element of fear and respect for the people in the lanes. So they were minding their P's and Q's to a point. And like as far as like the advancement is with the shimmer, like Savika's arm, Vi had a tough time because of that arm. And I'm still trying to figure out how the shimmer works and like I don't need it explained to me, but like I still kind of find myself saying like is it medicinal? Is it a drug? Is it addictive? Because it seems to be the thing that, courses through our bodies, right? So that can't be good. Like I said, that has to do damage every single time. I would think that it's like heroin, right? Like you feel great when it's in you. Not that I know, but like you feel great when it's in you, but then like it does damage every time. But I can see why Silco is having success with making Zon a reality, having success with the people as well. He can help them. It's not 100% the best remedy. I will say that it seems more controlled than when Deckard had it. So it's advancements in the shimmer. And I think with the hex tech, oh, you guys just saw an epiphany happen. Like I thought having them combine might not be a good thing, but now that we've seen the blood combine with the hex tech, what if the hex tech combined with the shimmer and the shimmer is what it needed to completely stabilize? Hmm. We're gonna put a pin in that one and come back to it once I get more information. I'm one of those people that I will change my opinion based on new information. It doesn't bother me to do so, but I think I need more info before I just start saying things. And Jinx was figuring out the Hextech gemstone, which I was a little bothered that the first time, she was like kind of being a little dumb about it and saying that you go to like the heebie-jeebie realm. Because I'm laughing because like that's me reading that book. Like I'm a big dummy. Like I'm big words get me. And then the second time, she really seemed like she knew what she was doing. And I don't know if that's like part of Jinx just being like the child in her, the immature part of her, like coming out. And then when she's like really focused, that's when the more adult part of her comes out. Because obviously she was broken at a very young age. So she will go back to that age when she's having a moment. So I still was kind of like not really buying that she would figure out hex tech and that she was able to read Jace's notes and then she was able to recreate it. I feel like that's a little too much for me. Again, we don't get a ton of backstory either. It's just advancing story, right? So I don't know. Maybe Silco put her in physics class and astrophysics, astrodynamics, astro projection. I don't know. Like maybe she's a genius and I don't know it. Maybe. I mean, I think a lot of geniuses are disturbed. Elon Musk. Don't come after me. It's just an observation. He's not normal. But then we also see Jinx being baptized by Silco and essentially letting Powder die and stop fearing pain. She does need to come to terms with what happened because that is still mentally effing her up. And she needs to realize that there is fault in it, but there was not any bad intention behind it. She didn't mean to kill them. She was not being malicious in that moment. She was doing what she thought was right. I really think too that with a Jinx living without fear is not necessarily healing for her. Um, it might make that inner part of her that is expressing itself sometimes worse. It could really make things worse for her, for Silco, for everybody. I could see that not being freeing and relaxing for her, but a drive. I will say that with this show, look at me, that it makes me tap into a lot of things that like I don't really think about on the regular, right? So a lot of these characters, I project my own things onto. Vi I want to be strong and capable and physically, I don't want to say domineering, but like, like she takes up a lot of space. For as small as she is and everything, she takes up a lot of space. And she's somebody that I would aspire to be ish. I don't want to get beat up all the time. But if I was ever faced with it, I'd like to be able to whoop their ass. And then there's also Kate, who is also strong, but she, was handed kind of a silver spoon. And not that she's rejecting it, but she knows that she craves something other than that. And her adventurous spirit, but also her willingness to venture out and put herself in a situation where she is dealing with things that are of the unknown, like that can be scary, and seeing that is very aspiring. And then, Jinx, she's very traumatized, and a lot of, you know, my pain, I can have empathy for somebody like that. And her having her moments of absolute fear and being broken, I can empathize with that. And her trying to overcome that, I think now is kind of something that's aspiring. But I will tell you, the one character that I don't know if y'all are gonna think this is out of left field because I love Victor, Jason Miller, fine, um, but the women are huge for me in this show. But my favorite character is Silco, 100%. Like the way that his story has unfolded, because at first you don't know anything about him; he just seems like dark and broody, but he opened up to Jinx about letting a weak man die, and that was himself. And he says, betrayal, pain like that will eat you from the inside out. It can either break you or forge you into something greater. Preach, right? Silco has not only experienced loss and trauma, but he has learned to take that and become greater than himself. When you stop living without fear, when you are not afraid to take a chance, when you are not afraid to put yourself out there, great things can happen. And this is why it's emotional for me. Is because for so long in my life, because of losing my sister, I was afraid to lose people. I was afraid to take chances. And then one day, I just decided I'm going to take a chance. And I made this channel. And my life has never been the same. Everything changed. The people that I have met, the things that I've watched, the things that I've found out about myself, this thing that I created keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger. And to me, I'm still just in awe, but like I literally had to let go of my fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of the future. I live in this moment right here, right now. This is me. And that is Silco. That is Silco. He utilized his pain to make himself stronger. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Ah. I can't cry at the beginning because then I'll ruin my makeup. Okay. I think I got a grip. Okay. I'm excited to get into this episode. I don't even know what to expect. I'm hoping it's a banger, without losing anybody, but it's Arcane, so who knows where it's gonna go. Let's get into it. When these walls come tumbling down. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna get anything with Echo. I don't know why I just thought of him. That kid's been through a lot of trauma. Everyone he knows died or is gone. Is that Victor? Is this gonna be a story about Victor and is he gonna die? Please be careful. Oh my god. Oh. What's under there? Because I was gonna say, it didn't look like gemstones.
Don't be afraid.
Who is that?
Why aren't you playing with the others?
Is that singed?
Loneliness is often the byproduct of a gifted mind.
What is it?
Aww.
This is Rio. She's a rare mutation that I cultivated.
She looks like Toothless, but pink.
Go on.
Cute.
She's dying.
Oh.
I'm attempting to prevent that. The mutation must survive. You want to assist me? Very well. We can be loners together.
It's a little creepy, I'm just saying. Grown men should not befriend little children. Grown people should not befriend little children whatsoever.
I heard your prognosis. I'm terribly sorry, my boy.
As one of Piltover's founders, what haven't you to show for your remarkable life?
Oh, he's worried about his legacy?
You should be proud of what you've accomplished, Victor.
Yeah.
My contributions will be short-lived, even in your memory.
It's a sad truth that those who shine brightest often burn fastest.
Now I'm sad. Breakfast? Oh, painting with eggs?
Listen, I'm sorry for disappearing last night.
Duty calls.
Victor's dying. I think it has something to do with gases in the fissures where he grew up. Exactly the sort of thing we wanted to fix with Hextech. Victor saved my life once. Now he needs me, and there's nothing I can do. I hate feeling so useless. He's like my brother.
Why did you come to me with this?
Nothing feels impossible when I'm with you.
Oh.
You should be with him, Chase. We can't change what fate has in store for us, but we don't have to face it alone.
I like this side of her. Okay, maybe she's not always a manipulator. Is it a vision? What's happening right now?
Jack!
It's not Victor, it's Jinx.
Boss wants us to grab someone up.
Someone? Anyone? Who you grabbing?
Some girls. I'm not grabbing girls. Other than those ones, I guess.
What does that even mean?
They got in a fight with Zavika. They did a number on her.
You're doing great, Chuck. Here, for your troubles.
She is... No! Oh god, I thought it was a bomb. God, she's so twisted. And entertaining.
Can you do this?
Oh, fie! Jesus! Oh god! Why is she always so reckless? I guess she's not super reckless. She's mildly reckless. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I think that's Echo.
We lost her.
Lost who?
Oh! I don't know what to think of that. I like it, but it's very twisted of Jinx to do that. Oh, God.
Feel like you and I got off on the wrong arm.
It's your sister. She's back. She's looking for you. She's with some girl enforcer. Guess she replaced you.
Oh, f you, Savika.
Her back in town. It's only a matter of time before you implode. You're about as good for our cause as you were for your family. Jinx.
Savika, damn. You know she's crazy enough that she'd kill you.
I think I know just how to deliver that message.
What is she gonna do? Oh my gosh, she's so unpredictable. You know how I feel about him.
Ah, about time Daddy joined us.
Oh boy.
You remember our old friend Vi, don't you? Vander's daughter? Her father went on a long trip, and Daddy here assured me that she left with him. Could you imagine being separated from your father?
She's in a safe place.
Oh boy.
She's in the lanes. There's an enforcer with her. A girl.
Just like them, she does whatever she wants. I can't control her.
Then of what use are you?
Silco scares me.
My people are tracking Vi and this Caitlin. They cannot be allowed to resurface. Do we understand each other?
Oh.
Oops. Oh, so sorry. Accidents happen.
Oh. Okay, threatening a child? Not for that. What is...
It responds to organic matter.
Victor, you did it!
It could be the key to augmenting physiology, extending life, curing you.
Then it all comes tumbling down.
It's happened to everyone. I can't determine why.
Shimmer.
I can feel my body eroding.
I'll have Sky bring Heimerdinger. He might know something that could help.
What is this place? It's where the kind of people you topsiders don't want to think about wind up.
Well, Caitlin's seeing everything, isn't she?
I suppose Topside is to blame for all your misfortunes.
Mm-mm.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about me. I shouldn't have left you.
I can tell. You have a good heart.
She does.
You've got a good heart.
I'm calling it the Hex Core. It's an adaptive rune matrix.
Rune matrix. Oh no. What is he remembering?
You must destroy it. I've seen nations destroyed by a single seed, and it looked exactly like this.
This could save Victor's life.
You've changed. What did you do?
What do you mean, Professor?
It must be destroyed.
Wait. No, I won't let you.
I will have it destroyed one way or another.
Heimerdinger.
I might know someone else who could help.
You do what you have to. I need to get ready.
For what?
Yeah, for what? Date night?
Is she all right?
God.
Wait. Easy. That's that.
Oh, that's that guy.
I'm a friend.
He was friends with Vander.
Or at least I was. I mean, I owed our old man my life. I do know someone else who might be able to help.
Into the dark cavern, young lady. Follow me.
Ailment. She's been stabbed.
She makes potions. Helps people here with this.
Wait, no, I don't want Vi to take Shimmer.
Trade.
Your weapon?
Thank you.
I don't want the earring potion.
I think Vi will be happy to see a friendly face.
Anyway, I don't want her to see me like this.
What if the Shimmer stabilizes the Hex Tech? Aww. He probably hadn't been hugged in a really long time.
I found this on one of the firelights. It matches fragments we found outside your lab and at the Hex Gates.
Marcus.
For now, we need to prevent any further attacks.
Short of searching everyone who crosses the bridges, I saw Caitlin Kiriman had a prisoner released on your order. Is there anything I can assist with?
No, we've got it covered.
So he is covering for Caitlin now.
This city was founded to be a bastion of enlightenment in a world that cannibalized itself over power and pride, loosened our morals in favor of comfort and convenience. We must hold each other accountable.
And who holds you accountable?
Ooh.
Shimmer is rampant in the Undercity. Attacks at the Hex Gates and in the Academy Square. All under your watch.
Your Hextech projects need more time, more safeguards.
Humans don't live for centuries.
Centuries, yeah.
We can't wait for progress. I believe it's time we gave the beloved founder of our city a well-deserved retirement.
Jace, don't do this.
It has to be unanimous. All in favor?
With my deepest respect and appreciation, Professor.
Oh, wow, I have cold chills. Oh. The betrayal. Oh, God.
Vi!
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God.
Easy, easy, easy.
Oh.
We need you back on your feet. You used to live here. Who's Powder?
My sister. I thought she died, but now...
How do you not know if your sister is alive or dead? You don't have parents.
Oh.
No.
Jesus, Kate.
They were killed by enforcers.
Vander's prodigy. I thought you were the prize of your second-hand family. But Jinx... Oh, she is more than I ever imagined.
I'm gonna find her and erase whatever fucked up delusions you put in her head, but...
It's a light.
Don't know your limits, girl. It's what got Vander killed, what drove your sister away. And it's why I'm here right now.
You talk too much.
I mean, I know he's not dead, but that can't be good. She's gonna use the gemstone to use the light, and I don't know if Vi's gonna see it, and then she's gonna feel abandoned again.
Wherever you are, light it up, and I'll find you.
Please see it. 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 She's so gorgeous. Is she seeing it? Please tell me she's seeing it. Please tell me she sees it. Please, 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 please. But is she gonna be able to get to it? Oh, that little part of me that would love to be reunited with my sister is just dying right now. Oh no.
Rio will live. The mutation must survive.
Poor little Rio.
I understand now.
Is that singed? Am I losing my mind?
How many problems can one girl cause?
Wow. Please find her. I'm terrified for this reunion, but like, my heart really needs it. She's gonna feel abandoned again.
Powder?
Vi?
Oh, Powder! I'm so sorry, Powder. I tried to come back. I promise I did, but I never thought I'd see you again.
Are you real?
It's me, Vi. Your sister. I'm here. I'm right here.
Things changed when you left. I changed.
You did what you had to do to survive.
Oh no.
You're with an enforcer?
Your sister is Jinx.
This is a trick. You're playing.
No.
Shut up.
No.
I'm in no mood. It's Jinx now.
You're not a Jinx. God, I never should have.
Stop talking to me like I'm a child. You're a class act, sister. Sister thought I missed her.
Stop. Stop.
Going anywhere. I'm not going to abandon you again.
Everyone, shut up. I need to think.
Oh, poor baby. Oh. It's Echo. It's Echo. Don't shoot at Echo, please. I think it's Echo. Oh my god. Oh god, don't hit the gemstone either, please. There's so much chaos happening right now. Good job. Good job, Kate. God. No, she's broken. No. No. Oh.
Take her.
Yeah, she is someone he knows. What does that stuff do? Does it knock people out? They just left her there again. This poor baby just needs to stop being abandoned.
No!
This show. Wow, does it have a way of just bringing out so much in me. Okay, I really didn't expect a reunion at all. I really thought they were gonna save that for the like finale of the series. I didn't expect to see that. As soon as I saw the light, I was like, okay, first of all, I knew that would come into play. But if Vi didn't answer that signal, if she didn't answer that signal, I was so afraid of what Jinx was gonna do. And the fact that she got the reunion, that she got her sister back, and there was a very quick explanation, and you know, the fact that Jinx said Marcus's name, that's problematic. Because either she will go after Marcus for lying, or she will go after Marcus for taking her sister away. At least, that's what I would do. Okay. Try not to look all a mess. This one definitely wasn't as bad as episode 3, but like it definitely stressed me out. It scared me. I did not want anything to happen to those girls. I didn't want anything to happen to Echo, who I'm still is, although not confirmed 100%, that has to be him. It has to be. It has to be because he didn't. He stopped the one Firelight from trying to kill Vi. You know, like he stopped it. So there has to be something to that. So it has to be Echo. But like Powder, Jinx, Powder, Jinx, asking if Vi was real, and then seeing Milo and Klager, and the poor thing is stuck between two different realities, and she doesn't know what's real and what's not. And that explains why she doesn't really have a lot of empathy for human life, because she doesn't know what's real, or she doesn't know the consequences to any of that. You know, the only consequences to her actions that she's ever had to face was the monkey bomb going off and losing her entire family, which huge consequences to that. She never had to have any consequences to her actions until everyone died. And she still hasn't had to face consequences, maybe a little bit of disappointment from Silco, but he still reassures her that she's perfect. You know, she doesn't know what's real. Let me tell you, like, anyone who's lost anybody, and it's just not me and in the relationship to my sister, but everyone kind of hopes for like one of those moments where like a bunch of people that had died come back to life and they're standing on your front porch and you know they haven't aged a day since you've seen them last. Like there's those little fantasies that you play in your head about seeing somebody again. And so I can definitely understand that she probably didn't think it was real. And poor Vi, like all she wanted to do was reassure her that she loved her and that she never meant to leave her and that she tried to get to her. But then she's triggered by Kate. Jinx is triggered by Kate, and she's triggered by Savika saying that she was replaced, which was one of her big fears, was being replaced or not being useful, being abandoned, being thrown away, being left behind. Welcome to therapy. Everybody needs some therapy. Ow. Oh, I left a makeup stain on my table here. Whoops. Oh. You guys can see me going through a little bit of a psychosis right now. Okay, let's try to focus on the episode. So, we see Silco threatening Marcus. Just by being in the presence of Marcus's daughter and treating her with kindness is terrifying to Marcus. I don't like this tactic by Silco. I get it because it's the one thing Marcus cares about more than anything is his daughter. Um, and he is, you know, terrified of Silco. You gotta let fear go, Marcus. I have a feeling that Marcus is gonna end up having his martyr moment. Because he does go to Jace and he does give the bomb and he's still trying to advance this thing for Silco to, you know, have the firelights be more scrutinized and try to put the blame on them and all the attention when really Jace is now going to turn the attention onto everybody. And Jace turning on Heimerdinger, which I feel like there was a necessity for it because Heimerdinger is kind of against progress at the speed in which humans need it to move. And I don't know if they're considered humans, but like I feel like they're human. I feel like they are the human-like people in this world. And Heimerdinger doesn't understand that, you know, time's slipping away for certain people, especially Victor. And then Victor, with Rico, Rio. No, I forgot the Toothless, pink Toothless. It looks like Toothless to me. I haven't even watched those movies and I know who Toothless is. I've seen scenes from How to Train Your Dragon, so I know who Toothless is. I had a cat that very much looked like Toothless. So like, you know, I obviously like really wanted Rio to be okay, and then when we see Rio in the future, who I think is with Singed? Is that Singed? I don't even know. I hate that they don't give you names. But again, the mystery is the fun part of the show. But the fact that you know he was trying to keep that mutation alive, and was doing it with the flower. Now, is the flower Shimmer? Is that how Shimmer came about? Because like I thought I was like, hey, Wakanda, you know, they're gonna all become Black Panther. But obviously that's not the case, and the fact that Vi now has the Shimmer in her to heal her, and just the whole thing with the shimmer, it's so twisty that it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I'm wondering if it's mixed with the hex tech, if that's like this I don't want to say a panacea and like it helps everybody, but like is it the thing that's missing from the hex tech to stabilize the hex tech? Because Victor needs it. I really thought in this episode Victor was gonna die. It took a different turn. This show keeps me on my toes. Keeps me on my toes. I try to pay attention to the majority of everything that I can, retain as much information as possible, but I can never tell you where it's going, and I love that. There's so many times I'm watching shows and I can predict it. And some of them are very predictable. I'll tell you, this show and Breaking Bad are like the two where I'm like, I have no idea where this is going. Fantastic. Fantastic writing. And the callbacks, 100% the light, like bravo, bravo to the writers. They are phenomenal. The animation in this, when you have the windmillish looking place where Vi and Powder grew up, and then the neon lights with that imagery, and just it's so beautiful. The fight scene, but even Jinx kind of losing her mind a little bit and not knowing what's real and what's fake, and her jumping in between realities and having, Milo and Klager, like, and it's kind of like that opening montage where, it's her and Vi that are kind of back to back, but they're kind of as one. Like, there are pieces of those people that are with her. Oh, the imagery, the animation, the music, the story, the emotion, everything about the show. I feel like I'm all over the place, and normally I try to like really like hit certain points, but like my mind is just melting. Hopefully in the best way, and hopefully it's entertaining to you, because quite frankly, I'm gonna go have myself a good cry in a minute. I am continually just amazed by the things that this show is able to visualize but also bring out in me. Silco's still my favorite character, but damn, Jinx is climbing that list, and it's not even because I think I like her. She is dynamic. There are so many moving parts to what makes Jinx Jinx. The way she treats Savika, the viciousness that's there, the playfulness that happens, the malicious playfulness. Like it's amazing just how many layers there are to Jinx. You still have that Powder underlayer, but like Jinx is very much multifaceted and multi-realityed. But like just the way that they draw her animation when she has like a little break, and like kind of her talking to people who are not there, and kind of openly, um like you could see it sometimes in the other animations where she would like kind of like twitch, and it's like her mind like zapping a memory into her head. It was beautiful and tragic, and that whole scene with the firelights, and like I didn't know who to root for, because 100% feel like that's Echo, but I didn't want anything to happen to Kate. I didn't want Jinx to turn on Kate. I didn't want Kate to realize that it's Jinx and that she's responsible for everything that happened on Topside, and then try to turn on her, because then she has to turn on Vi, and then if Vi takes Kate's side, then Kate's going against Jinx, but if she takes Jinx's side, then she's going against Kate, and then she also becomes enemy number one. Oh. Mm. If anything, my opinion changed about Mel in this episode. Um, I don't think that she's necessarily in it for manipulation only with Jace. I feel like there is an emotion there. And definitely he feels emotions towards her. So that's good. It wasn't useless. It wasn't a pointless interaction. Their relationship actually has some depth to it, which is pretty meaningful. Victor worrying about his legacy, even though I don't think he's worried as much about his legacy, but when you're faced with your mortality, I think that's what you think of. Like, what am I leaving behind? And the thing that he wanted to accomplish, he couldn't. And the fact that he had that relationship with Singed, I'm assuming it's Singed, that he had that relationship at a young age, and that he's going to him now, he's going to somehow, I believe it's the shimmer that's in the flowers, it has to be, right? He's going to somehow figure out the two. Is Victor the victor of the whole thing? Does he figure this out? Like, Jace is the most well-known scientist, but is Victor's legacy gonna be this thing? This hex tech shimmer thing? He figured out the organics of it, which I think is just amazing. But I don't know where it goes from there. Oh my god, this show. This show, guys, this show. Thank you for recommending it. It is changed my life. Not only has it helped my channel, but like it has helped me as a person deal with a lot of my own traumas and make me see things that I hadn't seen before. God. I appreciate all of you guys for watching, and I appreciate everybody who comments on stuff and is just as invested in this story as I am, but also is seemingly invested in me because of me sharing everything with you. And I always want to continue to do that. I'm an open book. I try to give as much as I can to you guys because I know that there's someone out there that needs to see it, just like I needed to watch this, and I needed you guys. I just think that it's amazing, this community that has been created. Ah, who knew? Not me. I couldn't have told you I saw this coming. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, get notifications of when the next episodes. I'm doing my best. I promise you. I'm trying so hard to get them out there. It's a challenge that I love. Um, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm gonna just keep giving the goods as long as I can. Okay, I'll see ya. I'm gonna go cry now, okay? Just a little cry. Bye. Oh, it didn't stop.